Today's English word is enmity. Enmity. Now, as you listen to the story, see if you can guess the meaning of the word enmity. It had been a long day. Charles was on his way back home from school, but he had a lot on his mind. You see, Charles was thinking about the conversation he had with his parents right before he went to school. Something seemed a little strange when he woke up, but he didn't know exactly what was going on. His parents told him to come to the kitchen table. And for the next 20 minutes, Charles's parents explained to Charles why they were getting a divorce. It felt like Charles's world was coming apart. It felt like everything was going to burst inside of him. Charles didn't know what to say. It was the worst news he could have ever heard. His parents tried to explain to him that they loved each other, but they could no longer be married. But Charles couldn't understand how they could separate and divorce and yet still not have any hatred for each other. He said, "How can there be no enmity between you guys if you're getting a divorce?" And he remembered what his mom said. His mom said, "Listen, Charles, your father is not a bad man, and I'm not a bad woman. We just aren't meant to be. But you're important to us. So even though we are getting a divorce, there's no enmity between us. I'm not mad at your father. I don't hate your father, and he doesn't hate me. But we realize that we have to be apart. But we will continue to take care of you. You are still important to us. We love you." Charles didn't say anything after that. He just stood up and went off to school. And now school was over. As he got back home and he opened the door, once again he looked at the kitchen table where his mother and father had delivered the difficult news to him that morning. And as he was standing there, his mom walked out and his dad walked out. And he said, "Mom and Dad, I understand that there's no enmity between either of you, and I'm happy to hear that. I just hope that we can still love each other just as much as we've always loved each other." And they both came to Charles. They went to him and they gave him the biggest hug. They said, "Charles, our love for you will never, ever change." Did you guess the meaning? Do you know the meaning of the word enmity? All right, let me show you. Here's the meaning of the word enmity: a feeling of hate. It literally is just another word for hate. Again, enmity just means a feeling of hate, which Charles was worried about. He thought his parents were going to hate each other. Now, let me break down one aspect of this word. I want to make sure you're able to pronounce this word properly. Again, enmity, T, that T sound. I want to make sure you're able to make the T sound properly. Now, in order to make the T sound properly, what you need to do is have the tip of your tongue touch the roof of your mouth. But what you're going to do is push air over your tongue. So there's going to be a space between your tongue and the roof of your mouth. And if you put your hand in front of your mouth, you should feel air. Yes, you should feel air hitting your hand when you make the T sound. Excellent. So again, after me, the entire word, enmity. Great job. Last time, enmity. Excellent. So now that you know how to pronounce the word properly, let me give you an example sentence. Here's the example sentence. She denied any personal enmity toward him. Again, she denied any personal enmity toward him. Just like Charles's mom said, "Listen, I don't hate your father. I don't have any enmity toward him." Makes sense, right? All right, try to use this word at least one time today, and I'll talk to you in the next lesson.